Welcome back to today's catfishing, Thursday, January 15, 2026. So, first one, a 1974 black comedy western satire. I think this might be Blazing Saddles because Mel Brooks. There we go. So, a capital in Asia of a former nation. A populated coastal place in Yemen. So, this is probably Sana'a, but being a former colonial capital and a capital of a former nation makes me think Aden. It's a port city on both the Red Sea and the Indian Ocean. I shouldn't pull up a map for this. I'm just gonna guess Aden. I was right. So, a German astronomer and male writer, mathematician who wrote in Latin. Also a writer about music and part of the Copernican revolution. So, there are many people this could be, and I don't know their names very well. These early modern people kind of blur together. So this could be Tycho Brahe. I don't think it was actually a musician, just a writer about music. Saying novelist makes me kind of think Goethe, or however that's pronounced, but I think he was a little later. And he was a Lutheran. He was also from Prague. So I am gonna say Kepler. So a Southeast Asian nation as a former colony, former Japanese colony, and a former American colony, so it's the Philippines. 1987 comics debut, 2005 webcomic. So this is Sam and Max, I think it's called. The rabbit and the big dog. And they break the fourth wall, so Sam and Max. 1833 establishment in Cook County, Illinois. This is obviously Chicago. The 1970s in Italy or the 80s. So communist versus neo-fascist. This is the Italian Troubles. I forget what the name of this period was. There's a part about this in the book Foucault's Pendulum by Umberto Eco. Unfortunately, my copy of that is sitting about 200 miles away at this point. So I'm gonna call this the Italian Troubles. This was like red versus black. Yeah, I honestly don't have a clue. The Years of Lead. Yes, Years of Lead. So, interstellar travel, microwave spacecraft propulsion, and attitude control, not altitude, attitude. So, like micro angle adjustment type thing. Again, I don't really have a clue. I'm gonna say angle propulsion. No. What is photonics? I don't know. Solar sail. Yes, that would definitely make sense. So a LGBTQ composer from the Russian Empire, Tchaikovsky. Or let's see if it could possibly be anything else. A ballet composer, infectious disease death, honorary members of the British Royal Philharmonic. Deaths from cholera, composers for piano, the Ballet Russes. 1893. Opera. I mean, there's nobody else it could be. Mobile computer, wireless communication systems. So Swedish inventions, Bluetooth. Overall, definitely one of my better days. So Blazing Saddles, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is a funny, just more straightforward version of the same genre. Yeah, everyone's saying Sanaa, but the former nations clued me off because Sanaa is a relatively recent city. Copernicus would have been a good guess here. I thought he was Polish though. Galileo is obviously wrong. Leibniz would have been a good one if there was more about mathematicians, calculus. Singapore. Singapore would have been a really good guess here. Sam and Max, the obvious answer. Mafia would have been pretty funny. Yeah, no one had any idea about this one. And I think that's it. I will see you next time. Happy to get top 1.9%.